Good evening, YTPC. Oh. Don't have my baseball cap on today, so me is hair conscious. Anyway, I'm in the new place. It still feels like it's close to 90 degrees outside, and I can't smoke inside anymore. And so I rented this house for a year, going through some life changes, and needed a change of scene. And I love the southern Arizona winter. There's, in my mind, no better place to be. So, I got to go inside and get one of my pipes. But basically, I got some Samuel Gawith's full Virginia Flake drying a little bit, and that is lovely stuff. And I also have some Sansepolcro by Cornell Diehl, and that's pretty dry already. I have a little bit in there. What I did the other day, and it was basically I had some remnants, like in this is my jar I pour stuff into when I'm done out of my little drying dish, and I had some full Virginia Flake with some Sansepolcro, which is a red Virginia, Carolina Virginia, I believe, with some the Italian florets, whatever that is, I don't know, cigar tobacco leaf, apparently, something like that. Anyway, I had the two in here, and I mixed them up, and I smoked them in one of my short smokes, which I timed, and the short smoke lasts about like between like 30, maybe even close to 40 minutes. My newer short smoke's got a slightly deeper bowl, and the other one, my original one that I got from Simon from London, has a pretty thick cake built up, so it makes it it's already a small bowl, and it makes it like really tiny. So that really is a short smoke. In fact, I need to probably scrape out a little bit of the cake, but it smoke lovely, those pipes, to be honest. So anyway, I'm gonna go grab a pipe, I'm gonna smoke some of this, we're gonna chit chat. I'll be back in a sec. Anyway, it is beautiful out here. You got a cool little bit of an orange sunset going down that way. That side is north, that's south, east, west, and gonna smoke my Peterson billiard, and I left some ashes in there, so I'm gonna scrape that out. Where's my glasses? Hopefully it doesn't get too dark. It's already getting dark out here. By the way, I've been really short on pipe supplies and whatnot. I don't even have any pipe cleaners anymore, and I haven't in a while, so I just smoke them without. But I know that they need to clean all my pipes. Anyway, let's what am I doing? Let's rub some of this tobacco out, and I'm just going to use half of this full Virginia Flake, which is lovely stuff. All right. So I'm doing this blend. We'll see if it's as good as it was the other night. Maybe it was just like my palate at the time, or maybe it is a great combination, I'm not sure. But that's Cornell Diehl Sansepolcro small batch with some Samuel Gawith's full Virginia Flake. But it's funny, you know, like the mind plays tricks on us, right? But I remember, or at least I thought I remembered in my mind, that full Virginia Flake was very light colored tobacco leaves, and these flakes are pretty dark. And I don't know why, I thought they were like light and hay-like in how they looked color-wise. So I love this pad. I'll give you a tour of the new place on another video. We'll see how this one goes. Maybe I'll take you through the house. Alrighty. So it's like 2/3 of the bowl. And that is forever mixed now, so we'll see if it's actually any good. If not, whatever. I'm gonna have to smoke it anyway. Alright, let's see if I've got a lighter conducive to pipe smoking. Not really, but I thought I had a little Bic lighter with me too. Oh, careful. All right. So yeah, I've just been moving in. I actually sold all my furniture. I've moved a lot over the last several years. So other than my bed and a couple of like small office tables that I got from Target for like 80 bucks a piece, and a couple of things I got off Craigslist, a couple of little small bookcases, pretty small. I don't have anything. So I'm going to get some more tools, because I like doing DIY stuff, and I got this nice big patio, like wraps around there with a big like porch. This is like the side, and it goes down also a little bit more with a tree that way. And this used to have a roof on it for shade, which you really need, because the whole afternoon sun just beats the side of this house. So I might actually get something to recover this with, and now I'll have some shade. So yeah, I might actually make some of my own furniture. I was going to dry out the Sam Gawith a little bit longer, because it really does come quite moist. I don't know if there's an additive in there. I'll have to do some research. But excuse me, if memory serves me correctly, there's no additives in the Sam Gawith, whereas I think there was what is it, McConnell, years ago, like this is going back to 2011. I read that they had some sort of what do you call it, surfactant or something that keeps it moist, right? And I don't want any extra chemical additives. So maybe there's an easy way to look that up. Anyway, thank you for all the nice comments and whatnot. I even got a comment from Bremen Piper. That was quite amazing, as Mr. Bremen is a bit of a celebrity in the YTPC. Ooh, slightly harsh on the retro hail. If you sip, then it's okay. I'm getting some of that strong nicotine harshness on the Sansepolcro in there. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello. I just got internet hooked up, so I can upload now. And I got faster internet than I had before. It used to take forever to upload a video. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm looking forward. I still got like a lot of stuff to pack up and clear out, a lot of old clutter. Like I've moved around so many times over the last 24 years. my job took me coast to coast, and I at one point had 3 storage units in 3 different states, and I've got rid of a lot of junk and clutter, but I would like rebuy stuff because it was cheaper to do that than shipping a lot of the time, and plus I would ship. But that was a bizarre lifestyle. That was doing contract engineering and telecom. And I might actually go back into doing that for a couple of years or more. We'll see. So that's rather nice. I don't have any other news except to tell you about this cool place that I rented. I looked for a month, and I looked at different places, and I was trying to get a 6-month lease just to stay in town, in Tucson, Arizona, just to stay in town through the winter because it's beautiful here in winter. And there is no work in my industry, so I got to travel for that. Occasionally I get some remote work, which is cool, and also I do a little bit of software development and stuff, and have worked with offshore teams, but to date that hasn't panned out as being a profitable endeavor, except it only cost me my retirement money. So that's how that goes. But we'll see. I've still got some cool software to develop. We'll see if I make any money from it or not. So that's smoking rather nice. I'm getting the sweetness from the full Virginia Flake, and some extra kind of like spiciness from the other one. I mean, I've never actually blended tobacco. I don't consider that blending. I could just swirl some of it around, but maybe. But I've only ever bought, I never liked the jarred. You know, when you used to go into tobacconists, and they'd have the row of jars when pipe smoking was more popular, and you see like jars of their like blends where they get it, and I always found it to be heavy on the aromatic side, and it didn't smoke like it smelt, or it would have been good. I just found them real like low-grade tobaccos, to be honest, so I never liked them. And they would always, like, you know, the guy that worked there would always brag about, like, this blend and whatnot. And, but as I had these remnants, I had them together, and I got to say, it's a good combination. I find it a good combination. So I might do some more experimenting in the future, but not with large amounts, just with, like, what's left over, you know. Yeah, I am enjoying that. Alright, so let's take you around in the dark. Sorry it's so dark. See if I can lighten it up. So that's the rest of the garden. It's not really a garden, just kind of like the back alley of the house. Kind of dark and gloomy down there. And I think this used to have a carport that would come down here, because there's the remnants of an old fence gate. So there's a little bit more light. I've got a porch light on over here. I should have set up over here. I just didn't think it was going to get dark so soon. So I have this lovely like back patio. It's a pretty big space. It gets blasted with sun during the day because it's west facing. It was like 105 degrees today. And there's literally no shade, so I'm probably going to get some like little blinds I can hang down here. There's already hooks in the wood beams, and then I've got all this old brick that's piled around, so I think I'm going to build a temporary fire pit in the middle here for winter, because we like our fire pits in the winter, because it gets rather chilly for us Arizonans, whatever. I can't show you inside. There's the door. I can't show you inside. I can't take this inside. And what I've got this like big bookshelf kind of thing on the wall in there, and I put my tins of tobacco, and then I was like, wait a minute, to age tobacco you want it to be in the dark, right? You don't want it in the sunlight. So it looked really cool, my few jars that I have, so but then I moved them and put them in a cupboard, but I'll put them out when I do a video in there. Anyway, peace guys, have a good weekend if I don't speak to you sooner. Happy piping.